All right, everybody. We're here at game number 2 after the Raiders pulled off quite the upset here against Philly, knocking them down a peg. And now another matchup of AFC versus NFC. This time it's the Texans, who at one point in this year were the top team in the conference. Still kind of right there with them. Pittsburgh took the lead over them last week. But a win and Steelers loss, they're right there. So trying to maintain in the mix. Arizona just took over a sole possession of their division lead. They're looking to hold it, getting at 8-6. Feels like a good number of wins to get to in the NFC. 9 is really like I think everyone who wins 9 is going to be in the NFC. Versus, I mean, you can see in the AFC picture, um, everybody has 8 wins. So there is you're not safe at 9. Everyone's already got 8. So Houston, they got to keep winning. So important game on both sides. And we'll see how the Cardinals kick things off. They go RPO and wide open, but a flag. Was he downfield? Oh man, a 71-yard touchdown if it stands. Luther Burden, a big first play on the RPO, but he did leave it in the mesh point for quite a while. I do wonder if we're getting ineligible downfield. A holding. Oh man, so a holding penalty takes back the opening play touchdown, and they'll line it up again. And nice completion. Not quite a touchdown, but he gets 9 of his penalty yards back. Goat, Jaden Higgins at the grab. And over the top, and just over the head of Theo Johnson. Great coverage underneath by Hufanga. 3rd and 11. Kamara motioning it down. Lawrence under pressure, and he's going to take a sack. It is fumbled but recovered. Recover this ball. Not great pocket awareness there from Trevor Lawrence, but he is able to not lose possession at the very least. And now we'll see them punt. So quite a reversal from what we saw that first play taken off by the penalty. And now we'll see if Houston can put up some points. So the Texans coming into this game are top 10 in all of the main stat categories that Madden tracks on per game basis. Points per game, points allowed per game, rush yards, pass yards, and one more, just maybe total yards in each. But either way, good stuff for them. We'll see if they can maintain that. Nice run here. Kyron Williams gets him past the 50, 11-yard run. Good work out of him. All right, so the good job by Arizona responding there. His defense has definitely stepped up after a very slow start for them and helped them get to this record at this point. But nice completion to the flat. Hunter Henry, I believe, the grab. Yes, Hunter Henry gets him to a 3rd and 3. Probably not kick range, but pretty close to it. We'll see how they aim to convert it here. Henry moved out wide. And they get it right to him. 1st down, Texans. So clearly, point of emphasis to get the ball to Henry today, starting things off. But now we're going out of the I formation. Well, not quite I guess, offset I. And nothing for him there. Good job by Arizona, plugging the run yet again on 1st down. And the Texans will spread them out. Nobody covering the top of your screen here. And caught Hunter Henry, his 3rd grab. Well, man coverage coming from the middle linebacker out to the outside. Did not get paid off, but They go opposite of the rolling coverage, and they get a 1st and 10 in the red zone. Play action. Pressure comes on Richardson. He rolls out, and he does throw it away. A great job to get away from the Byron Young at sack. And offsides on Arizona, it looks like there. Yeah. So that'll cost them basically a 5-yard play on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Go inside trap, and a great job, and a penalty. So Arizona all over the trap. Good job to flow by the linebackers to make a play, but the holding on Evan Brown is going to knock this back. They will take that 2nd and 15. And complete Hunter Henry yet again, sets them with a 3rd and 6. Blitz comes top of your screen. It's picked up for now. Richardson slings it, and great job by the Cardinals rallying, tackling Thompson in to make the play. Tucker had nowhere to go, and they will kick the field goal on 4th and 1 from the 10. All right, so obviously they couldn't overcome the heartbreak of that last drive, having the long touchdown from the rookie Burton taken back on a holding call. They're going to hope to shake it off here and get down the field. And play action over the top, and can't reel it in. They keep kind of threatening this corner route to Theo, but no separation on it yet. Maybe we want to attack more middle of the field on him. But Kamara, his first grab, or first run, and nowhere to go. And over the top, and they've got him this time. Johnson gets down inside the 50, so staying with it pays off as they are set up with a 1st and 10. And another run, and this time breaks through that first level of the defense, gets them 6 yards. And out wide, and nowhere to go, and an injury timeout as well, as we'll see who it is. It's Kamara himself going down. So flying over the top, wasn't ready for the hit. Looks like probably just got his bell rung, but they will have to execute the rest of this drive without him, and they need this conversion. They send the blitz, but it's picked up, and they get a 1st down. Great job by Lawrence standing tall and delivering the ball to Ridley, our 2nd leading receiver in the entire league, and he continues his epic campaign here in Arizona. And play action, but pressure comes, and he gets it complete still with a penalty on Houston. What a throw and what a catch. We're calling a pass interference, but it's still caught through the pass interference, so probably be declined. What a catch. It's number 86. I can't remember which one is which. I think 88 is Ridley, so 86 would be Burden. But we'll find out maybe a little bit later. 2nd and 8. And complete, and touchdown Cardinals. Jaden Higgins, the Iowa State legend, with a touchdown. So we won't find our answer on who got the big catch to get him here, but Jaden Higgins touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken control of the game here.
His kick is good. Makes the score Cardinals 7, Texans 3. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona. Trey Tucker on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right. Garrett Wilson in motion. Misses his block, though, on the return. And DJ Turner takes advantage. Tackle for loss. And a 2nd and 12 to start our second quarter for Houston. And complete. Garrett Wilson, first down, makes up for the missed block and gets him a new set of downs.
13 yards on the play.
And on the ground, and great decisive run. Picks up a block from Wilson and gets down inside the 40. So Kyron Williams, another chunk run against his Cardinals defense. For the most part, they've kept him bottom up. But 2 runs where he broke through that first level, he was able to make some real magic happen. 1st and 10, pass out wide, and Hunter Henry, a late penalty. We're going to get a block in the back. And that's going to be on Pearsall, so may have been up ahead of him. We're going to get a 1st and 10. So, I mean, essentially, because the first down was already accomplished. And Richardson delay, and he gets him 5 of those yards back. And they go to the ground, Kyron, and he cuts outside and can't get the corner, but does get him to a 3rd and 1. A good cut, but a better tackle to save the first down. And now the Cardinals are showing some pressure. We'll see how the Texans look to react to it. They go to the ground, and they get the first down. Great penetration from Arizona, but could not locate the back. And offense is with the advantage there. 1st and 10 at the 27. And what a catch and what a throw. Tucker down to the 10-yard line. So double coverage, but does not matter. Seemed like Arizona was ready for it, but sometimes you just can't beat a good catch and a good throw. The old 45-degree angle play. Called the Bishop formation. Has nothing for Hunter Henry there. And incomplete, just ran him right into just a headshot from the linebacker. 3rd and 8 from the 9. And pressure up the middle, and what a play it was. Young with the sack. 4th and 15 coming up, and likely another field goal for the Houston Texans. And complete. That's Higgins again. 9 yards. Gets him to a 2nd and 1. And quarterback power here by Lawrence. And he gets him the first down. And is that another running back down? Oh, it's Kamara again. And this time, a little more shaken up, but still going to be all right. So that's 2 nagging injuries now in Kamara. You got to wonder if this is it for him in the half. Maybe we see him in the second. But they go to the ground, and that's a huge hole. Gets him down to the 46-yard line. Cam Akers. Love to see him cooking.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. Cam Akers, the ball carrier. Kenny Clark in on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
And complete short, Theo Johnson. And he's going to get him another first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
And Kamara back in a little earlier than I would have expected. But they're going to feed him. Didn't get much there. 2nd and 9. 3 to play in our first half.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And out wide. Nice catch. First down. Ridley with the grab. So I wonder if he had that big grab that was the pass interference then. I think it was 86. And out wide, Akers. He gets the corner, but there is a late flag. Are we going to get another block in the back? Ooh, another hold. Even worse, because that's maybe go back to the spot. Yep. 1st and 19. 2:19 to play, but clock's still ticking. And, oh, man. Look, a jailbreak screen that time. Laura's lucky to get rid of the ball at all. They send the blitz. It's picked up, and he gets a check down to Theo Johnson, and he's going to get him to a 3rd and 6. 2-minute warning hit now. Texans are dialing up the pressure. Can the Cardinals handle it? And complete touchdown, Cardinals. That's Ridley, I believe. Just caught him right at the top of the route. And, yep, Calvin Ridley able to reel it in and punch it into the end zone. Just a great throw under pressure. And it fooled this corner. Oh, my God. Had him stumbling. So an elite route from Ridley. And they're going to open up an 8-point lead. Nice block. Unfortunately, not even get it out to the 30. 152, all 3 timeouts for the Texans. Gonna need to step up the passing offense a bit here. Not been explosive enough to this point. And it's a start. Gonna hurry to the line here. 2nd and 4. And oh my lord, just threw a for sure, surefire pick that got dropped. But gets it to Garrett Wilson. Nice catch and run. Thompson is the only one who had a chance to stop him. He take a great angle to do so. Up to the 38, 125 left. No real need to hurry. And pass short to Wilson. He's going to get brought down by a host of Cardinal tacklers. Timeout at minute 11. A lot earlier than I'd like one at the 35, but... And wow, what a grab by Garrett Wilson. And now down below a minute. Good use of the clock here, but 3rd and 2. They got to convert. And Richardson's going to pick it up, and he takes a shot. Fumble recovered by the Cardinals. And so now, with 40 seconds left, the Cardinals have a chance to score. Just get down, big fella. That's all you need to do. But you hate to see it. Quarterback fumble, it's the worst. And a nice catch and run. That's Burden trying to get one back after he missed out on the touchdown. 3 seconds, about 20 yards, and timeout Cardinals.
And the Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Cardinals.
The orbit motion. And they get it to him. And not much for him, 8 yards, another timeout. Might have used my hurry up there. Save your 2 timeouts. He probably snapped with the 25 seconds left. But we'll see how they manage that part of it. They set up the screen, and maybe this is your time you do it. As he's going to get not out of bounds. You got to hurry. You need to save the timeout for later. They don't do it. So no points probably in this possession unless they get out of bounds.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And thrown away, 16 seconds.
Lawrence's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
And short. And he is barely out of bounds, but also not far enough to make a kick. So they need another couple yards here in 9 seconds. And overthrows Theo Johnson. Had him there. 4th and 6. Will they take the kick? Be a 59-yarder or so, 58-yarder. They will punt it. I don't agree with punting it at this point, but they will. And it does milk the rest of the clock at least. An excellent punt down to the 4. But that'll be the end of our half. 14-6 Cardinals. Obviously, Texans were really cooking up something that could answer, but it didn't come true for them. Fumble, costing them dearly so far. And on the ground, Kyron, not much. But no, I guess 4 yards pretty solid.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And complete with a late Arizona flag, probably a roughing call. I did tone these down again this week. So this is the first one we've seen, so maybe this one was just the one that's going to happen. Who knows? But, yeah. Of course, it's the guy complaining the most about him that gets one. A lot of holding penalties still. Doesn't seem like when I move that slider anything happens on that. But, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. Brings up 3rd down. Richardson. It's a gain of 2. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
All right, so 1st and 10, 36, under center snap, and incomplete. A little out of reach there for Kyron.
Intended for Kyron Williams. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And short completion, but a 3rd and 6 coming up. Good game plan from Arizona. here deep in their own territory. Can they get a third down stop? And they can. Fly into the ball. Lassiter and someone else made a hit on Tucker and knocked it free. And that'll be a just short of 50-yard kick for Matt Gay. And it's good. So 14-9 game. Texans are going to have to find the end zone at some point. But for now, Arizona holds on to the lead.
Texans 9. Matt Gay set to kick off. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, time for Trevor Lawrence and the Cards to answer. Swings it out short. Penalty on Houston, looking like a roughing call based off how quick you threw that thing. Yeah, so 15 yards for the Cardinals, going back the other way. And a nice short completion, but only gets a couple yards. And a penalty on Arizona is going to probably give back that 15 yards here. And pressure in the sack up top. Sweat with another sack. I think second of the day for him. Just beat him too quick inside. Lawrence had no shot. A 3rd and 25 coming up. And pressure again from Sweat. And the ball got rid of it, but nowhere for it to really go. Sweat derails the drive, and the Texans will have a chance to take the lead. Kicks away. And down inside the 20, but a nice return set up with a convoy to get him to the 32-yard line. So Garrett Wilson can cross the 1,000-yard mark in this game. Not sure if that's been updated, but he does have about 20 or 30 yards already. We'll see if they can keep getting him involved. And they go run, Kyron, and he kind of had a crease, but he got tripped up a bit at the line of scrimmage and couldn't quite fit through it. So we'll have to settle for just a pretty good gain. And jump pass, and it's caught to the 39. Hunter Henry, a busy day for him, continues. He gets him down to Cardinal territory again. And bold for the jump pass there by Richardson, but it is converted, so no one really cares. And incomplete. Little outside for the receiver. Also, Lassiter, just great coverage. And complete short middle. And a first down. Tucker reels this one in. No one really covering him up to start the play. Easy pitch and catch for Richardson there. And complete short again to Tucker. This time there is someone on him, but still 7 yards. I formation. Got Henry, bottom of your screen. Strong side for the run. They go weak side and nowhere to go because of the great play from Chris Jenkins. Oh, that's Devondre Sweat. Sorry. Devondre Sweat making the play. My bad. I had the wrong DT for them. 3rd and 3. And a completion. Is that Henry again? Hunter Henry once more. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And they set up the screen. Kyron, he's got blockers, and he can't quite get the last one beat, but that's a 12-yard screen. Sets up a first and goal from the 3 goal line formation out for the Texans. They go fullback dive, and he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. They're able to punch it through, as that's Jatavion Sanders with it. So big time touchdown for them. They're going for 2 to try to take a 3-point lead. Got to watch out for Richardson running it here. You only need 2 yards. They send the blitz, and they're going to get home. Great call here. Overloading the side. Daniil Hunter able to get in there and make a play. A 1-point Texans lead as they kick it back off to Arizona. And a great return, shrugging off tacklers.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Westberg Akine. Down with injury. And steps up and complete, and a late penalty. A late holding call. Man, I hate how late they are at the very least. Larry Jackson going to get called for it. First and 20. And intercepted underneath. Jalen Petrie, the pick, and a broken tackle gets it back to the 30. Lawrence just never sees him catching depth. And Petrie sneaks up underneath it and makes the play. Second turnover of the day total, but the first by Arizona. And just, he just straight up never sees him. He just dropped right into that zone looking for Ridley there on the corner route. And just, read the leverage on the safety right, but totally missed Petrie sitting underneath. First and 10 Texans. They go to the ground, and Kyron's going to get a nice 5-yard carry. And on the ground again, Williams, he has to break a tackle at the line. That means he's got nowhere to go. A 3rd and 3 coming up, which is probably a better spot than I'd have given him even. And, oh, man, he tried to throw the pick right back. Great coverage by Lassiter. Couldn't quite reel it in, but Houston will settle for the field goal to open up at least a 4-point lead. All right, well, the Cardinals here, obviously their last drive did not end how they were hoping to. They're going to try to shake that off and get things back rolling. All right, so 18-14, start of our third quarter, and we will see if the Texans can hold on to this lead or if the Cardinals got some more magic in them. Lawrence, 3rd and 5. Complete to Theo Johnson. Gets him up to the 45-yard line. Great strike. Way to get back to his guy. When in doubt, Theo Johnson has got you. You know what I'm saying? And a completion. That's, completion. Gain. But blocking the back is going to negated anyway. So Calvin Ridley going to set him up for the 1st and 12. Again, at least as far as penalties go, it's not so bad. Could be much worse. And complete. And that's going to get him to a 2nd and 7.
Lawrence's pass complete to Cam Akers.
And pressure gets it out to Akers. They get a block, but not enough of them. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Complete to Cam Akers. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And complete short, he's got it. Reared up for it like he was going deep, but Johnson's going to pick it up and get the 1st down comfortably. And into scoring range they go. Motion out to the Bishop. And they complete short. And second tight end making a play. Getting out to a 2nd and 4. Brenton Strange the grab. And fullback dive, and what a fullback dive it was. Gets him up to the 18-yard line. Bellinger gets him this red zone trip. Higgins in motion. And complete short, catch and run. And what a play. That is going to be Luther Burden getting him down to the 2. Explosive out of the catch. And now a 1st and goal. They've spread them out pretty good. Can kind of do whatever you want from here. They're going through the air. And incomplete short. Hufanga with a monstrous hit knocks it free. It's a tough place to be when you're running across the middle and you're just not sure what's waiting for you. 2nd and goal. And they go veer option, but keeps it. There was nothing to do there. 3 guys running through the open gap. Great call from the Texans defense, and now we have a 3rd and goal from the 8. Can Trevor Lawrence pick this one up? And he's fumble recovered by the Texans. A reversal of the fumble fortune as gets beat to the outside. Guyton does, and Trevor does not see it coming. Fumbles it and was recovered by the Texans. So at worst, you were looking at making it a 1-point game there. But now, with the Texans forcing the turnover, their 2nd of the day, they can capitalize and try to open up a 2-score lead. As Kyron Williams, a big run on 1st down. That's a 12-yard carry to get him out of the shadow of their end zone here. What a reversal of this game with these 2 turnovers back to back. And up the middle, and that's a nice 7-yard carry from Kyron Williams. And Williams again on the ground. This time the Cardinals stand tall. 0 yards there. Tavondre Sweat, among others, there to make the play. And now we've got a 3rd down. 3:45 to go. Can't get complacent if you're Houston. You got to go for this. They go read option, Kyron, and he's going to pick it up. Great job up front, picking up all the blockers. EJ Speed, the only one who had a chance, but didn't have the angle. And a 1st down, 3:15 to go. Hit him with a play action here. Oh, just straight pass. It's complete. And great spin move gets him a 1st down right to midfield. It's you want to have this drive end with a field goal at the worst, if not run the clock out, and that's a good start to that. They go up the middle, play action, deep shot, and it's caught. Garrett Wilson down inside the 20. Arizona calling the timeouts, recognizing things are looking dire. Great play call. I called the play action. I was like, man, go heavy. They're on the play action, and well, you got Garrett Wilson running one of your 2 routes. You feel pretty good about your odds. Now, I don't like them going empty here, but we'll see what they come up with. And they're going to run it with Richardson, which he did fumble it early in the game, so I don't know why we are forcing the run with him. But we will get probably one more play. Maybe they'll let it go to the 2-minute. They probably will call it timeout. Kyron, nowhere to go. Timeout, Arizona. They want to save this clock for them on offense. A field goal makes it just a 7-point game, so by no means is that like insurmountably like the 8.1 feels. We'll see if Richardson can pick this up. Definitely would not feel shy about incomplete pass here. And touchdown Texans. Hunter Henry walking the goal line, reels it in. His huge day caps off beautifully with this touchdown. I mean, couldn't have asked for anything more out of him today. Probably about like 8 or 9 catches for about 70, 80 yards and a touchdown. Well, it was everywhere. I mean, whenever they needed to play, he was working himself open to make it happen. So, big stuff from him.
Makes the score Texans 25, Cardinals 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
And not a good return. 206, touchdown, recover it, field goal. Granted, you do need to recover the onside anyway, so you could argue there's some merit for kicking the field goal as soon as you get into range, not waiting until you get in the end zone. And then you have Hail Marys on the backside. Nice grab by Ridley. 2-minute warning. No way around it. You got to get aided by getting out of bounds. So they've got to, if it's crossing the field, trying to take advantage of the leverage, whatever it is, you got to get out of bounds. And that's not going to do it. But a penalty by Houston might have given him a free timeout and a 15-yard penalty. Yep, roughing the passer again. Kenny Clark this time getting it. And now, like I said, we're 10 yards out. I just kick it. And I try to recover that onside. If you don't recover it, you're dead anyway. But it gives you time to set up your Hail Mary. Screen, but it's well covered. Carson Swessinger, a big-time tackle for loss. Gets the clock rolling, too. Obviously, the play call is trying to take advantage of maybe a blitz, but it never came. Going for the end zone. One-on-one. And great coverage against Higgins by Deron Bland. 3rd and 12 coming up. And intercepted. That's Swessinger, so he makes the big play on the screen, and then he seals the game with the pick. The rookie, what a drive for him. And the Texans will go ahead and just kneel this thing out. Not the day for the Arizona Cardinals offense that you were hoping for. But they did. They showed some nice things throughout. They just couldn't quite finish these drives. 2 turnovers in Texans territory ends up being the nail in the coffin as the Texans win 25-14 and get to that 10-3-1. A great spot to be in for the playoffs at this point. Probably only need about one more win. You're starting to talk about the division being clinched with a game up on the Titans. So Richardson, a clean day. Just the 1 touchdown, but it was a big one. Kyron, 82 yards, monster. Henry, 10 for 98 and a touchdown. So I even underestimated how good he was, even knowing he was great. Really nice day. Guyton, 2 sacks allowed. Zabel with 1. Schlesinger, 2 tackle losses and the pick. 2 sacks from Josh Sweat. Petrie getting a pick as well to toss in there. Lasser, 2 deflections. Still, Speed and Sweat with 4 fumbles from Curry and Jalen Thompson are recoveries. We had no blocks, no safeties, and no defense touchdowns. So that'll do it. What a game, and definitely not the game we expected after how it started. We had that first play. It was like, well, man, we're off to the races, but ref ball, I guess. Texans win. We'll see you in the next one.